Egypt's military has ordered Hosni Mubarak to be moved from prison and placed under house arrest. The former president has been told that he can prepare for future court appearances from his home.
Well, there's been a great deal of speculation about Mubarak's release since his lawyer said 2 days ago that he could be set free within 48 hours. That was initially treated as a rather brash statement, but since then it does look increasingly likely that he will indeed walk free.
One thing seems pretty clear at this point, and that is that Hosni Mubarak will most likely be released from jail in the forthcoming days, barring any major intervention by the state here. His lawyer was in court arguing about the remaining of 3 corruption cases against the former president, saying that in fact he'd repaid the money he'd allegedly gained improperly and also had spent longer now than is permissible under Egyptian law in jail without actually being convicted of a crime. The judge agreed, let him go, and prosecutors said that they weren't necessarily going to use their right of appeal, and the likelihood of his actual release became even more great when state media reported that what they referred to, a man referred to as the deputy military ruler, had issued a decree saying that Hosni Mubarak should be placed under house arrest.
This decision is not a final sentence because he's only being released on bail. The judgment does not declare him innocent. There is a big difference between a sentence and what has happened today, which is only a decision to release him on bail, which is his right according to the law. Mubarak will be spending his remaining hours behind bars here, while the month-long state of emergency declared by the interim government remains in effect. Some fear the situation has overtones of Mubarak's rule, when the state of emergency remained in place for 31 years.
Mubarak is being held for receiving jewelry and other gifts from the state-owned media. State-run TV says the court ruled that the period of his detention on corruption charges has expired. The court had already ordered his release on separate charges. He was found guilty of suppressing anti-government protests and ordering the killing of demonstrators in the 2011 uprising.
The 85-year-old deposed leader was sentenced to life in prison last year after the uprising of Tahrir Square. He still faces charges of complicity in the killing of protesters during the uprising.